Welcome back to another episode of Lifted Motors. The fact that we can build a series around your cars, that's pretty cool. First, we did the Charger. Then we did the Challenger. If you guys haven't seen those videos yet, check them out. Oh, I was going Oh, that's crispy. You gotta see the old video. That was an inside joke. We are going to be driving, reviewing, talking about his 1968 Mustang Fastback. You have a nostalgic feel for this car because of why? Why don't you tell us?
I do. This is kind of what they call a tribute, but it's not a tribute to the Bullitt Mustang, which is from the old 1968 movie Bullitt with Steve McQueen, who played Detective Frank Bullitt. Right. Neat thing about this car, it is an original 390 car, which was the same motor they used in the movie Bullitt, as well as Highland Green. So this is the original color.
You did a swap on this, right?
So we did a swap,
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a very unique car too, because it's called an X-Code car. There were only about 600 of the X-Code cars made, but this one happened to be in the Highland Green, like the Bullitt car, with the 390 motor. The X-Code though was an automatic transmission. So we took the automatic out, put the 6-speed Tremec in, and also replaced the 390 with the brand new Coyote motor.
Sound of the Coyote is so
high tack.
Where did you find this car in this kind of condition?
Well, I got to tell you, we've been very blessed on all the cars we've found. All of them have been rust-free, and we also purchased from the original owners. It was a San Jose car from the San Jose factory. Little old lady from Encino, California. Had it since 1968, brand new.
Wow.
And fortunate enough to find the car. It was pretty rough. She had done one paint job on it and turned it into like a burgundy. After we did the research on it, it was actually a Highland Green car. And when we stripped it, you could see all the Highland Green on all the different parts of the car. I kept the original license plates from California, just out of tribute. You know, we kept it on the car.
I know you searched, you wanted this car. How long did it take you to find something like that?
Yeah, this was probably, I mean, relatively, all the cars were within 3 or 4 months.
Really?
Of me kind of searching.
No passenger side mirror.
That's correct.
Model correct, or do you do this
Not
one?
Model correctly, exactly, yep. Again, some of these cars from the 1960s came with only one single driver's side mirror. Again, I really like it without the mirrors on it because you really get to see the lines of this car on that side all the way down. So it carries, you know, all those lines without breaking it up like with a side view mirror or something like that on it.
The color is just so masculine.
It is.
It's so, the lines on it, it's a little bit more compact. So I've seen you drive it a little bit more aggressively than even the others. The sound of the Coyote, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it is mine. I have to say it.
Yeah.
I do like the Challenger, but as far as just get in and go, this is probably, you know, the most drivable, iconic of all the cars. Plus, I get to play Steve McQueen when I get in it, so.
Yeah. You watching that as a little boy and then getting to have this for yourself as a grown man?
Actually seeing it was probably the first real car chase that Hollywood put out.
More than likely, if you're watching this, you're a car person, and it takes a car person to really appreciate what I'm about to say. Most people, they don't care about cars, they just look at, oh yeah, that's great, good for you. But if you just sit here and take a minute, there are so many lines and so much intricate detail. This middle seam that comes all the way down, and then you get a break for about 36 inches, and then it picks up midway through
the rear glass where they etched the line, and then also
even in the glass, and then it
into
picks
the
back
back.
up.
It picks up the line there. Very subtle, but certainly on a darker color or grays like that, it really picks those lines
I
up.
wonder if they were going back and forth, if there was ever a time there was a render where they had it all the way up, or they decided to stop halfway. Like, I want to understand what went on.
I'm sure they did, and it's such a subtlety, and I think you needed that break there. It doesn't make it just too aggressive a line as it comes through there. If you carried that line through, really,
it would really change the way the front.
See how nice and soft that is?
Right.
You've got all these hard lines coming through, and it just softens that hood line up. And when you look at that front, it's got a super aggressive front end, certainly where it's got the cutouts for the turn signals here.
And I talked about that in one of our other videos. Your view looking through from the driver through the windshield, having these indentations and then your turn signals in there, it's just fun little touch. But you still got more lines here too. It's just a fun sight line.
It is.
as you're driving. You got a little wide body here going.
Yep.
Some fender flares. What are these called here? I can't remember what that's called.
They're just
that's
for the
real
vents.
big with Mustangs. They
Well,
do
they're
a
the
lot
internal vents. You actually have fresh air that you have these little sliders on the inside where it'll actually pull air into the cabin. You can open them up and it pulls the air into the,
they are functional.
the car. Yeah, they're functional.
Cool. Tires are new Nittos that
Right.
you shave down the walls.
Correct.
He puts the stickers on there that'll make them look like their time period correct,
Right.
but yet you get modern technology. He has a video on the H5 channel that shows how he does that.
Another unique thing on the 68, you've got the vertical trim piece here, where on the 67s, it kind of has a couple of vents cut out here. I like the 68 just for that reason. It keeps the line super clean with a very simple vertical trim piece there. What we did on this car, the lower rocker moldings here, we color keyed to the car. Typically those would be chrome piece or a brushed aluminum.
Oh, that looks so
there.
much better paint, man.
Right, and that's the way the Bullitt car was. Color keyed that trim piece to the car just like that. On the back end, what we did do, just like on the Bullitt car, we got rid of the Mustang. Typically you have the word Mustang right along the back trim. We also went with a 1969 flip open gas cap. I really dig those flip open gas caps.
I know you do, but that placement there, that's awesome. I never even noticed that before.
Now on the Bullitt car, they did a black matte here. We kept it color keyed to the same color of the car. It'd have cutouts like on a GT model for the exhaust to come out. We kept it simple just like on the Bullitt car, and we just had the exhaust, the custom exhaust that American Legends did, come straight out the bottom. This is an original 1966 Arizona license plate.
Most cars, in my opinion, have like their money shot, whether it's, you know, front quarter panel, front on, the back, whatever it be. It doesn't have an ugly
It really
angle.
doesn't. I think on the Mustang, it's one of those cars that no matter where you go around this car, it really has a beautiful look to it.
I've been blown away riding in these other two with you, but I also know that you drive this one the most aggressively, and so I'm really looking forward.
Well, the thing about this car, because of the Coyote, it really tacks super high. It's kind of like a two-stroke on a dirt bike. It doesn't come alive till about 5, 6, 7,000 RPMs, where these are dropping off at that time.
70s,
so you got to be real careful on this car, because when you're going that high RPM, you dump it to go to second, you can swap ends real quick on this car because that RPM is so high.
Look at this Coyote we've been talking about. Give the people what they want.
Now, one thing I like about the Coyote, and this motor in particular, and then the other two cars, it's really down and dirty. They didn't do anything to really kind of cheese it up a little bit, or all the plastic, all the stuff they put on it.
Just raw.
Exactly.
Raw muscle, raw power.
You're a Mustang guy, you'll notice that the shock towers are gone. So to get this Coyote in there, we had to remove the shock towers and go with a completely different front end on the car. And I think it's a Ride Tech front end.
I had a Coyote in my F-150 and it hadn't been tuned or anything, and we were pushing, we had exhaust, it was like 470-ish.
Right.
What are you cranking?
This one's a little over 525.
Okay, so tune, intake.
Yeah, exactly. Just like on the hood hinges, you know, we have the little gas struts instead of the old springs that were on there.
So
do that again.
Run it back, run it back. Oh yeah. That Coyote is music.
You hear what's playing?
No.
Soundtrack from Bullitt.
Perfect. I'm gonna make some Mopar people mad right now. The interior of this is a 68. The Charger is a 69. The Challenger is a 71. So this is an older car.
Yeah.
This interior is so much nicer.
It has an old feel to it.
Like the paneling, everything is just so much more upscale. It's just nicer. Ford does a better job with their interiors, in my opinion.
They do. We're gonna run and get a little warmed up before we do anything silly.
It's cold today. We gotta get it warmed up. Yeah. It feels tighter. Much tighter. Yeah, I can see already why you're more aggressive with it. Eric's camera. Oh, now you're watching that movie as a little kid, probably telling yourself, I'd love to have that car someday. One day it became a reality. Try to put into words what that feeling was like the first time you got to rip this car.
Just to be able to be in the car, you know, the sound and what that must have been like. Steve McQueen being behind the wheel of a car similar to this. And the guy was a very good driver. I mean, he's a great driver. I don't know, I think for most people, you kind of put yourself in that actor's, you know, persona or who he is or that character. And that's kind of the unique thing about a car like this, or any movie car that they have. Put yourself as that Frank Bullitt, you know?
Yeah.
And you want to kind of rip it up.
I wish I could have been in the car with you the day you picked it up on the first day.
Oh, yeah.
That drive back had to just been amazing. Oh, yeah, buddy. How do I describe that? It's such a different feel. It's more planted. I don't know how to put that in words. You got to experience it for yourself. Awesome.
You can feel the difference in, let's say, those Hellcats that are 800 plus coming out of the hole than like this car. And you really got to tack this car up to get those wheels to spin. I only got it about 4,000 before we really put some time to it to drop the clutch, because even if it's like coming up,
yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. We've summoned the people to come out and see what the hell is going on.
typically about 4 grand when you're shifting in a normal car. For this one, we're dropping and it's shifting at like 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah, it's halfway there. If you're out on the freeway and you're doing 120 and you're at 7,000, it's screaming. American muscle music is what that is. If I look perplexed, it's because I am. I feel like I'm failing at my job. I've been trying to think of how to describe that experience, and I can't figure out the words. Eric said it well. He said he felt instantly more manly, like he could fight anybody, and that he had chest hair right away. I didn't even have chest hair before this video started. It just felt so raw. The sound, everything about it, just amazing.
Yeah, and same even driving the car, the same thing. You feel so much more a part of this car.
Like connected.
Yeah, very connected. You know, even when you're shifting through the gears, the entire kind of essence of this car is just power, that muscle, and, you know, feeling like you're part of it. And that's what I liked about in the movie. When you see Steve McQueen driving that car, you had to drive that car. Through every shift, through every RPM, through every turn, you're driving this car. And that's what makes it so special, unlike cars of this era and this day. They don't just have that raw feel that these old muscle cars have when you drive them.
We still have more cars to go, and I'm enjoying doing this series with you. I wanted to focus today on the nostalgia of why you picked this car, but also letting the people see more of your personality shine through, because you're not just some pretentious guy that's got all these toys that never touches them and is stuck up about it. Like, you enjoy them, you want other people to enjoy them, and that's really your heart behind it. Like this guy, if you haven't watched his podcast with me, it's been a few months now, and I'll link it down below. Go back and watch it, because this guy's heart is even bigger than the muscle in these cars. He's the real deal, and I want people to be able to see that, because a lot of times I feel like a stigma that comes with people that have a lot of nice things, they're not a good person, or that they're not generous or things like that, and that is definitely not the case here. And you sharing this with us, doing this with us today, is special, and I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, man. I think that's the blessing of the Lord allowing us to have these things, is to be able to share it with others, you know, even just through the video, or if anybody comes up and, you know, you're filling up your gas tank and somebody else comes up and says something, you know, it's a blessing to be able to share the nostalgia, the history of the car, and a little bit about it.
Again, I was impressed with your driving ability, impressed with the car. This was an awesome experience. We still got another one to go. I hope you guys are enjoying these. We appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, give us some feedback, share it with your friends. Take out an ad budget and start, whatever you can do to promote it. We'll take the help. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, sir.